So one piece of news. Last time I came on your show, I talked about launching a podcast.
Yes.
I'm finally doing it. Specifically to be able to really, I'll go and do different interviews. They're like 4 to 5 minutes long. I have like, okay, cool. I can say 4 sentences in that period of time, but to actually take a deep dive into examining like, hey, here are the challenges that we're facing. Here's how we identify what the problem is and the cause, and here are some of the things that we need to be able to do to solve these problems.
Yeah, that's the reality of conversations. And, I think it took until podcasts existed where people realized the value of talking about one particular subject for over an hour.
Yeah.
Like when we were talking about gender identity and the craziness of woke culture, like that's uninterrupted. It keeps going on and on. You could never do that on a network television show. You'd get interrupted by a commercial. We'll be right back, and the audience claps. And like, this is madness. Like, you can't have a nuanced, important conversation about a subject that is very complex.
Exactly.
Quickly. You can't do it quickly.
And really, when you think about it, all of these different things, you might see a headline here, a soundbite there. There's always so much more to it. And looking at, different people's views and actually encouraging those conversations and helping people just to understand each other, right, as people.
Yeah. Well, the good news is people recognize that.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why podcasts are so huge.
Yeah.
Like the numbers that we get like off of this conversation will be so much bigger than any other conversation that you can have anywhere else, which is weird, right? But that's why.
Yeah.
It's because people recognize like, hey, it's not satisfying to watch these 5-minute chunks on CNN where people talking over each other with 3 different screens, 3 different boxes on the screen and everybody's yelling over each other. All right, well, thank you for your input. Bye. Click. We solved nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't learn anything. No insight gained. See ya. Bye-bye.
Yep.
And here's Pfizer. Brought to you by Pfizer. It's like, this is wild. Like, this is a dystopian Mike Judge movie.
Yeah. And it's not an accident that you never hear people on those channels saying, hey, you should be careful about what Pfizer is telling you because of the drugs or the vaccines or whatever it is they're trying to sell you, and then cut to the Pfizer commercial. It's not an accident that,
75% of all television advertisement is pharmaceutical companies, which is insane.
It is absolutely
And we are
insane.
one of 2 countries on earth that allows that. The other one is New Zealand, and New Zealand is much more strict than us.
Yeah. It's and I mean, this is a huge other topic. I know you've talked about it a lot before too, is like people talk about healthcare reform in America, but most people who talk about it aren't identifying the root cause of the problem, which is our entire system incentivizes sickness and obesity and people being unhealthy. Our system is built around that. It does not incentivize health and wellness and nutrition and prevention and fitness. And again, I mean, this who's making the money here?
Yeah, prevention's the big word. And, it's just the problem is these corporations are always trying to make more money every year. And if they go around telling you, hey, we'd make less money, but you'd be happier if you stop eating sugar and garbage and start exercising every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.